Hello everyone, I am Oracle Unicorn and welcome to Shaman Messages. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Some things in your back pocket. You never know, you might need it for later. And don't forget to check your zodiac signs on my Facebook page, Oracle Unicorn. All right. And this is a general reading for my YouTube collective. All right. So, what messages do we have for our collective? There's an element of surrender here into an envisionment of self-love and accepting differences and release and gaining wisdom in the release. It feels like there's a release into the flow, a focus on action in surrender. It's almost like non-action in action. Nothing is yet set in stone. I'm seeing it's like a revisionment of someone's path and what their fulfillment and wishes truly are. It seemed to have changed from what one used to envision after they take in this healing and this balance within themselves and the abundance that they see and coming into fruition for themselves. And acceptance and release. That's really good. With self-love, surrender in self-love. And taking action in like some kind of luck that something is specifically not set in stone, specifically. And take time to breathe out and breathe in, kind of like a rebalancing and an alignment. Through the uncertainty into the clarity. Someone's starting to see how to be able to have this sense of acceptance and surrender through the uncertainty into their clarity, and seeing how it's like a wish fulfillment and self-love relating to their emotions, and how to be able to keep a calm centering through this, because this is like luck on your side through some sort of emotional upheaval, and seeing the hidden action I feel in healing that's helping to have like a balance in the emotional chaos, or through some sort of emotional chaos, like some sort of lesson was learned. Oh wow, yeah, envisionment, and not allowing your past to hold you back. Really good. Wow, really fun. It's like really allowing oneself to re-envision their sense of creating and fulfillment of their life, and like a whole new perspective in differences and collaboration in differences, and being able to have a balancing act in working with others, and it not be like Okay, see, I feel like y'all are going to know, y'all are going to know more of the balancing act that's talking about, because there was a sense of a toxic way of doing it, and then you're finding and seeing and releasing yourself in the understandings of the healthy way of collaborating. Okay, I can kind of see that, but I feel like y'all are going to know and understand that a little more than what I can express. And that's exactly what is going on within that dynamic, is seeing that in the self-love, the fruition in the self-love of yourself, and not allowing your past kind of like traumatic experiences in a way, like hold you back. Yes, but this is why I wrote wisdom in your boundaries, because it's like it's helping you to see exactly where your boundaries is when it comes to being triggered. Okay, and so it's like a revisionment of these boundaries and being able to see how you can bring that into a practical plan in creating your dreams to be your reality. And you're seeing how that helps create that in a 3D way, instead of it being in kind of like a dream sense and kind of wishing you could have that in your reality. And you're understanding how to be able to have that structure in your reality to where it is that, and it is only of that way of being able to experience life, because of knowing where those specific boundary lines are. And then it's like making choices in life to where they're just not crossed, and kind of trusting in the journey that is what's needed for a specific outcome that you're envisioning. Okay. I think I got it out. Whew, that one was a hard one. Now I see why there's a lot of like sense of rewinding. I can see it in the after or in my, what do you call that? Insights or whatnot for the videos. There's like rewindings. But that's pretty cool, because I don't know that I could even be able to try to explain that all over again. So I'm glad it's definitely recorded. This is why I go live. Okay, yes, and being able to know in oneself and seeing the bigger picture, and knowing that luck is on your side, because in a sense you created it to be, because of putting the work and the healing and being able to see it. You just kind of like know now. and it's like, a few readings back, I said you can't unknow something. Well, this is the flip side of coin of that, because when usually you can't unknow something, it's something that's kind of harsh or bad, and you just can't unknow it. You can't go back to dealing with something because of understanding that. And this is different. This is the other side of that. This is like you can't unknow a new beginning of something. You can't go back to the way you used to see it or the way you used to do things, because of just having a full understanding and grounding to your path and the footsteps it takes to that path, and like the fine lining you kind of create for yourself naturally, really, with this envisionment. And it's so weird, because it's like I've been going through it too. I've actually enjoyed more of my isolation, and really won't go out and socialize unless I feel the need to want to be a little social butterfly, or it's in a sense of like, you have an appointment and we're going in a counseling session type of, or spiritual advice session, because I don't have any curriculums, but I do give spiritual advice in certain cycles that's going on with the soul related to the trauma healing. It's almost like therapy, but I can't claim that. But I can say, yes, I do spiritual advising, and which is why it's only $20. But yes. And this is why. Because there is a specific bigger picture outlook, and not just having faith in what you're going towards in your journey, but being able to know and see it. And this is why I wrote that on this card. I wrote to like believe is to know and to see. And I wrote to see on the full moon. So it's like full illumination of understanding in oneself, in their self-love, in knowing what is needed and having trust that everything is going to kind of like come out in the way you need it for practicality, grounding. And this is wisdom in that boundaries and surrendering. And it says divine, but surrendering into your spiritual team. And this is what this all led up to. Oh man, my readings always freaking blow my mind. And that's why sometimes I feel like I get a little bit nervous to do them because I'm like, what am I even going to see for myself in certain things? And I'm just going to be like, oh, yeah, I can totally see that. Man, it hits me just as much as it hits y'all. I probably hit y'all more than I could think, but yes, that's totally what I see here. Anything else I could possibly maybe feel an injury? Oh, yes, this. My Shaman deck. I knew there was a reason why I pulled it out. Oh my goodness, look at that. How do you do that? Interesting. Because this is energy healing relating to the Three of Stones, and that's creativity, and also in the regular tarot, that's collaboration. That's work collaboration. And that was exactly what I was talking about when it comes to accepting differences and the fulfillment, and it's also clarified by healing. Yeah, dang. So it's definitely I mean, this looks like it has emotional value behind it as well, but it's definitely relating to work and or some sort of collaboration in passionate work. I feel like it's bringing both together, which is why I feel like which is why I feel that we got this card, your dreams need a practical plan. So not that I feel it's the word need. See, this is why I do some of these things. Okay, that your dreams are gaining a practical plan, coming into its practical plan. See, this is why I write on cards. And creating this envisioning. Yes, I would write envision on this. That's, I surprised myself, y'all, and tell you what. This is just awesome. I love my cards. Oh my, look at what we have at the bottom of the deck. We got the freaking blue moon. Believe in the impossible, making the impossible happen. That makes me want to pull my Fae deck because there's a creating the impossible card there. I mean, luck is on your side. Oh my, look at that. We have a masculine under that and be bold and make the first move. And then an energy of boundaries underneath this. Holy cow. Well, y'all know who y'all are. So, I don't know why I started to keep on pulling. I guess that was meant to happen. Ooh, let's pull some of this. Oh, there's a releasing and insecurities that's happening. That's why there's a download and a lot of wisdom. Oh, and it says release. Clarifying by, insecurities. Wow. Don't I love this? An injustice? Okay. So the injustice is upside down, and also it's the Two of Swords. So that's a decision. So a decision is being made basically on envisioning and recreation in one's life, possibly relating to someone that has or really represents and shows this type of abundant energy. It's like the hunter moon, and it looks like, I guess it would be the huntress type person. But to me, she just seems like an energy of like the nurturing mother energy of, and with the Mother Earth and the animals. I mean, it's, and with the full moon behind her, it's just unbelievably beautiful. That's amazing. And it's a decision about this person that really represents this type of energy. And there's a lot of energy of boundaries around this, relating to spirituality and practicality, and that's dreams and practicality. Holy cow. Wow. So it looks like the masculine has the energy of balancing out finances, because this is Taurus energy, and it's looking like there's a balancing act happening with the feminine, because this is an illumination with the full moon in Pisces. Spirituality and practicality, so that's bringing a spiritual kind of union with money, and believe the impossible. I tell you what. I'm like, no wonder that card came out. And being bold and making the first move relating to the masculine, because that did come behind the masculine card. So if you're a feminine and you're watching this for an advice relating to possibly some sort of energy in your heart and a masculine in a sticky possibly situation, which is why it seems to have a sense of a separation here going on. So it looks like I pulled in a masculine energy here, and then kind of a feminine energy fell out here. And feminines, you're being guided through this darkness. This lack of clarity, being guided through this lack of clarity, this not having all the answers energy, and kind of breathing through it also in your self-love. I feel like that energy is between the both of you, and seeing and believing in knowing like this inner feeling of what is going on. Okay, I feel like that's exactly why the Hecate energy is here facing me, and behind that we have the Witch, resilience and conviction. So staying true in sense of conviction and necessary action about possibly some festering beliefs relating to truth. I feel like there's a lack of conclusion that is kind of tying itself up here. I feel like that's why this energy is kind of kind of hanging above this. I'm gonna put that over there, because there's an energy of like ownership and truth, and getting guidance relating to an energy of ownership and some sort of truth we have here in burdens. So there's an energy of burdens being released. There's probably some sort of movement happening that, relating to the devil energy. So this could have involved an earth sign. And if it doesn't involve an earth sign, it's definitely movement away from an energy that the masculine had that was addictive quality, that they really wanted to kind of, it looks like, bring a practical plan on kind of realigning oneself that was tied to the insecurities in this, and being bold and staying in one's truths of healing and within themselves, kind of becoming aligned within themselves, and building a more heartfelt, kind of stronger tie to their spiritual team, because I feel like they're realizing this union within their soul is what's going to help bring this sense of harmony in themselves, that will then also bring a sense of harmony between them and possibly the maybe family they have this envisionment of. It's like something that they've had since they were a kid, kind of dreamed of having, in a way that I feel is very spiritual, but loving. Nine of Cups energy. And this unlimited possibilities here, I feel like they're more or less moving out of that energy of many options type of thing. In their mind, it's like, well, that's interesting because I feel like the feminine kind of been really practicing this, but seeing that, they have many options, but to them, that what they're looking for is not in many options. It is in something specific that can only be triggered and felt on an emotional level, like in a heartfelt level, and being able to see the difference because of like coming into union with this energy. Some of them may be seeing that and triggered that with someone specific person, and that's what's helping getting through and has a lot of rooting to this person's healing and coming out of self-sabotaging like energy and seeing that with themselves and being able to heal out of past pains and not allowing the past pains or trauma to keep them from this Nine of Cups energy into a 10 of Cups, that I feel they are coming back to believing and seeing in themselves that is possible, which is why, again, I feel that's being, it's right behind here. The Nine of Cups is believing in the impossible. And it's like being able to feel it. Oh, it's in timing too, though, because the timing in this is, it's like there can't be. This is an interesting lesson that I actually learned recently. Was there can't be movement or a right timing without the realization in that timing. Even if there is a sense of movement happening in your situation and there's no understanding as to possibly why, no matter what kind of energy is going through. That's how I've realized to be able to hold inner peace through the chaos, was because no matter how it plays out, as long as I keep true to the specific steps and directions that I want to go to, that timing is always in timing. It will always be playing out. And that's why when movement is for you, because you'll feel it. And that's how you can eliminate this insecurity relating to unlimited possibilities, because of knowing, of course, there's unlimited possibilities. You're just really allowing yourself to follow in the specific possibilities of things that you can create and build with that collaboration, seeing it at a different way, and not allowing your past this sense of devil energy here to stop you from the specific direction that you want to go in. Oh, wow. And as I'm saying that, we have this energy here of the Shaman, which is the Magician card, like manifesting. That's the outline understanding, the web that I'm building of seeing. When you really align yourself in on all of like the lessons that this shows you, and how standing up for what you believe in and what you feel in your heart and the direction that you truly want to go for yourself is always like accessible to you. No matter what certain boundaries are there. And that's why it has its timing. It's not waiting for that timing. It's coming into the realization within that timing. And that's what makes it the right timing. It's not that there's going to be a right timing. The right timing is whenever the timing is. Oh, sometimes when I do this, I wonder. I want to flip this way. Oh my gosh. Integration. That is the time. Oh, my cards. I have fun with them. Oh yeah. Movement into moving into calm waters. So it's yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna get information from Sacred Vision cards and my winged enchantment because that's just too crazy. That's too funny. I love it. All right. Oh my goodness. Slams us with the patience again. Something greater. Jeez. You know what? I'm going to put this on top of. Oh, I went, wouldn't I? All right. There's that ostrich again, and that one flipped. I can't do nothing about that. And crow at the bottom. I feel like someone's coming into their calling. Their spirit guides are calling them for some sort of action over an integration within a realization. I don't even know. Oh man, and an owl. Really? I have so much fun in my path. This is why I am who I am. This is why there's certain things. This is why I was writing a book, just to be able to express certain things that happened in my path that's made me who I am right now. But boy, does it take patience and just as much as reading a book, if not more. Because then you go reread it and then have to edit it and then have to go and then, oh man. Sometimes it takes even more patience to write a book than it does read a book. And for me, it takes patience to read a book because I'm a highlighter. I like highlighting things, and I then, because of something I saw in my past, I now mark specific areas in my book that later on when I'm older and I want to just skim through the book and remember everything I read in a sense of a memory type of thing, re-experiencing the book, I can go to the specific markers of things that were really pronounced to me that I would like to tell my future self, hey, this was really cool. So that's why I highlight and then I have markers. So I thought that was really, really beautiful. Yeah, so I feel like I'm being this ostrich here. All right. And then there's this owl. Okay, so I feel like however it fits, one of you is in this energy, it is in one of these energies, and then your person is in the other energy. Okay. So whether you're the owl or the ostrich, as I go to read them, I'm not going to specify them, but both of you will know exactly which one you befit and how the other person befits it as well. And there's a lot of joy and passion here. We have patience in passion, kind of like through the patience. It says here, when you are down, look up. Through the patience, I feel this dynamic gives it more strength through the difficulties. Somehow the connection in this dynamic give the both of them more strength through a lot of their difficulties and allow them to be able to easily heal and exit out of their insecurities and being able to move into experiencing their journey, whether alone or with someone, with joy, which is, that's the word I was trying to get to, joy. That's the card we have here. And it is over insecurities and the Chariot card, which is movement, and the Six of Arrows. Oh, okay. Well, this is transition. And I do see the energy here of moving into calmer waters, but Six of Arrows is not that card. But it does look like there's a little bit of sense of, what do I see? Trust energy being strengthened here. Integration also in this too. Relating to passion and the fact that it has this energy dynamic and collaboration to it, because it's like it was being played with. It didn't have too much of a serious note. It had expression, but it was just giving and going forward, giving and moving forward, giving and moving forward. So I feel like that's like this strength and harsh truths here. I feel like there's more behind it too, but it has a lotus flower energy to it. Okay. I feel like that's why there has a very big, strong element of understanding of timing and right timing. Even though, I mean, there's a lot of these things that say divine, but it's right. It's within everything. It's, I mean, I feel we're separating it when we say divine or whatnot. Or we're then again separating everything. So I say right timing because that is within everything. Because that's just when timing's going to happen. Alice in Wonderland put me in this like sense of realization relating to time. It was pretty crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and read these for y'all. After I get some water. Okay. So we'll do patience first. As if we haven't read this one enough. Patience and practice makes perfect. Something greater. Live your life as a fearless warrior who sees the world as much as being much greater than yourself. Be humble and patient, having faith in something more. As a bird soars high above for greater vision, we too should attempt to soar and see the larger picture we are all a part of. What can be greater than a winged one who flies thousands of miles a year in expression of its true nature? Would you go to the ends of the earth to find your true self? Imagine the courage and tendency of that tiny beating heart, always in search of something greater. The purest nectar of the earth. Do you recognize this in yourself? And then on top of that, we have passion, number 21. When you're down, look up. Take time to appreciate and enjoy the sweetness of life. Light the fires of your passion in your belly and in your heart. When you are down, you may have to look up for inspiration. You may have to look at your life in a new way and make some sacrifices to gain the treasures that are awaiting you. I don't know about that sacrifices energy type of way of viewing or seeing things. That's why I feel like there is an element of right timing. And I feel like that's something that the masculines really have a sense of wisdom and grounding about, to be personally honest. To gain the treasure that are awaiting you. Are you holding yourself back? Sing and chant and listen to the music of nature. Now, if it's circumstantial that may be holding your masculine back, it's really expressing to your masculine to sing and chant and listen to the music of nature and your heart and feelings as you heal through, especially if you're still in a sticky situation, because I feel like it's bringing that Buddha aspect to you with your spiritual team. And that's why I feel like y'all actually might be the energy of the owl as a masculine. Heal your negative feelings. Remember that in the darkest night, you can see the most stars. The bright scarlet of the macaw burns brightly from a black landscape. Like her, you are always in a state of becoming, and at times It will feel as if your path is completely obscured, but fear not, your journey is one of the spiritual, and the light of your heart's desires can always guide the way. Remember that you are very strong and have all you need to see your journey to its end. Even when your trail winds through a mysterious landscape, embrace the life of a wanderer, finding oceans of joy in the unknown path to the next horizon. Almost like an element of what a samurai would do, like embracing the wanderer energy of a journeyer and kind of really coming one in the lessons that come in when it comes to being integrated with the self. Find a different kind of security, one that is deep within your heart, in a place of peace and well being. It is the treasure of your hero's journey. Even though to some, a samurai could seem like an enemy, but to the samurai that is pure of heart, they are always, in a sense, the hero in the situation that they may put themselves in. They usually are very humble within themselves, and some of them that I feel do things on a element of revenge. That's where you have your shake up here. But that's with anything. I feel like that's exactly what's being taught here, is the element of facial shake up, in a samurai type of term, the flop side to things. The pure of heart as to revenge, the pure of intent as to trying to one up everyone else, the self-love and wanting to become more united with who you truly are in yourself, either to try to be something that you think everyone's going to be proud of. The real thing here is, as long as you're proud in yourself and who you are and what you bring to the table, what you enjoy to bring to the table, I feel like that's where this passion comes in, relating also to this joy. The great white hope. The mind that sees a Tao is more understanding and compassionate. Oh, geez, I really do trip myself out sometimes. Okay. Compassionate than the mind that sees an it. We are all a part of the whole, and as such are deserving of mutual respect. The buffalo is the creation in the gift, and the mystical white buffalo, the Kavite, the love within everyone. The great white hope is a bringer of joy remembered, of coming together and with pure of heart, also collaboration with others. That's also a sense of a hearth, a joy remembered. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there. As you hold a white buffalo calf sleeping trustfully in your arms, you overflow with gratitude. You understand the compassion of prayer within your own spiritual team. You understand that your evolution must be confined to your own learning. See, yeah, I like that. We are each have our own song to share. The tiny butterfly of transformation is upon you, but the luminous energy of I would say the luminous energy of belief and knowing in yourself, a sense of union within yourself protects you, and your spiritual team, I would say, also protects you. It's coming with that union within everything and what you connect with passionately. That death, see, yeah, the veil, death transition is your ally and your final teacher. Usually death of the self, the dark night of the soul, the death of the ego is also the final teacher. And then coming into new beginning, new awareness, coming into releasing of these insecurities. Okay, and then it says, I would say it's come into a sense of peace. And it says also prayer for the betterment of wrongs that you see around you. I have a more kind of the build kind of upon that energy, but yeah, in time. And embrace what you symbolize as paradise on in like your own envisionment, whatever it is. That's why it's like your own spiritual team, because whatever resonates within your heart for yourself, that was what's meant for you. Whoever, it doesn't really matter like who is technologically or whatever right or wrong. It really doesn't matter. It's almost like a sense of a matrix within everyone's reality, which is why it's always a sense of choice. But also it's kind of hard because in an interesting way, the triggerment of emotional guidance has this energy of following within a path or a destiny or a contract of some sort. Paint white your face symbolizes the trust you have in the goodness of all that lives. Walk in beauty all the days of your life. Right. Well, yeah, that brings you joy, because if you try to be something that you're not, I mean, it's not going to bring you joy. What's going to bring you more joy? I mean, we have a lot of this, and it's interesting because I can remember being a kid watching, hey, sorry for that being a little late, but I can remember being a kid watching Third Rock from the Sun, and I just loved it for some reason. Maybe it was because the guy was so comical, it just expressive, and I loved it. And I just started watching it again. It has so much self-healing stuff in it. I was like, and they came out in 1991, and I was like, hey, I was like, I was born 1991. That was cool. So I was like, what? That was crazy. And it's that old, and it has a lot of these self-realization type understandings. And then I was like, man, this stuff's been around for like ever. We're just not in a way, I feel like, coming into bringing it into a popularity type thing. So I was like, I thought that caught me out. I was like, wow, I don't even know how to express that. So now we're going to go ahead and rate ostrich and then the owl. It was wild. I was like, what? But my mind was blown, and I was like, this is a bunch of seeds that was being planted into me. No wonder I just had this playing in my room. I was like, this is some cycle of something just planting a bunch of these seeds in my head. Like the one show like that has a lot of this stuff in it. And it was released in 1991. Like, come on, how can I not see that being a web? To me, that's like, that just brings a whole interesting sense of connectiveness relating to my childhood on a whole nother level. I mean, like, especially with me always saying, never underestimate the power of a seed that you may plant, and whether you're the one to water it or not. So it was beautiful. Okay, so I opened up to Falcon here. So I'm going to go ahead and read that one since I have not read this one in a while, and I'll then read the other two. All right. I am Falcon, the swiftness of change. I am the sun god, the solar emblem, and the renewal of fortitude. I am victory rising. I am the hunter, faster than anyone. I harness the power of quick action. Every flit of a feather alters the world somehow, so waste no opportunity. I am conquest. I am prophecy. I will lead you to your purpose. You have made great strides already, but I am here to take you further. I have given you the visions you asked for, but you have yet to take flight. Take heed of the currents and dive in. Find your target and take uncompromising aim. I am the arrow that hits the mark and will steer you ahead if you allow it. Get away from the scenic route and plot your steps quickly. Many great things lie ahead. You are forging ahead. You have spotted the prize. You are triumphant. You are falcon. Oh, wow. I thought that was beautiful right before ostrich. And I flip right to ostrich. That's just no joke. That's just wild. I mean, y'all watch me do that. And owls right after it. I mean, I guess I didn't see the sequence of the numbers. That's pretty wild. All right, so here we go. It's all here. I am ostrich, one of the great connector birds. I am the odd man out. I am acceptance. I am that which is not obvious. As an earthbound bird, I have a formed grasp on what it takes to ground the world of the spiritual. I belong to both worlds at once, striking the balance, finding the harmony. If you have found me, it is time to bring those messages you hear back down to earth. No wisdom doesn't serve the service, doesn't serve to the world if it is left to rattle around in your brain. Some people fill up so much on spiritual knowledge they forget to share. Others simply fail to come back down. The higher worlds are mesmerizing, but like me, you are earthbound for a reason. Find a creative outlet, tell a story, make a movie, raise up your head, and keep your eyes on the prize. I am a quick runner and can show you how to quickly spread your newfound wisdom. Perhaps you already know your best angle, and I have simply come to ensure that you follow it through. You are channeling, you are bringing something forth, you are of the earth, you are ostrich. And then owl. Well, I mean, I sure did, but I'll go ahead and do it again. Oh, sound like an owl there. I am owl. I am the silence of the night. I am the arrival of mysterious things. I am the revealer of hidden tracks beneath the snow and ghosts within the psyche. I am the unsettling of darkness. I am the goddess of death. At times you cannot see me, but I permit all worlds. My hunting grounds are the soul. You are a skilled listener. You are a well-seasoned traveler of realities. I have been watching your movements and tracking your steps. You are beginning to see beyond the veil and crack the illusion of night. But you must be vigilant and watch your step in the blackness. Take the quiet road and guard your inner world with determined purpose. There is a vast trove of power that will guide you as you soar into the cosmos. But before you boast of your new winged ally, realize that I am no bringer of easy roads. My path is lonely and requires retreat into the forest of the mind. This is where all awareness begins and where all experience comes home to fulfill its purpose. You are a sober night vision. You are a master of the shadows. You are at ease in solitude. You are owl. You know, that timing thing? Yeah, that timing thing. That part. All right. So thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will be on here tomorrow as everything goes well. And don't forget to check your zodiacs on my Facebook page, #Oracle Unicorn. I had to. Oh, and I do personal readings. So I have bookings open for personal readings. And that information is in the description box below. And I hope you'll have a beautiful day. Goodbye.